Welcome to SantosBrosEat.
Food worth mentioning.
All right, so welcome back everyone to Santos Brothers Eats. And this episode, actually, before I even talk about what this episode's about, I got to introduce my brother. We're here with my brother, Chef Jeff Santos. We're talking about food worth mentioning. How we doing, Jeff?
Not too bad, Ken.
So we're going to be talking about donuts, and not just any donuts. I mean, we've talked about San Remo before, and they have some great donuts. Have you talked about other donuts before?
San Remo.
I guess the mochi donuts we talked about briefly at the Fried Chicken Fest.
Fried Chicken Fest, the mochi, but we had it combined with chicken, so so it wouldn't be fair to do that. So maybe not.
Yeah. So this is the first episode that we're really talking about some donuts here, and we're talking about two places. One place, actually, they're both kind of gourmet. Would you say that, Jeff?
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first place is a place called Vaughn Donuts, and they're on the Danforth.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
The first time I got exposed to Vaughn Donuts, Jeff sent me there. Do you remember that, Jeff?
I do, in fact. So in Toronto, there's a station called Boom 97.3. They play from the 70s to 90s. And every weekday morning, they have what's called Boom's $1,000 Minute. And I was awarded the full $1,000. And as a small reward to my coworkers, I actually got them some gourmet donuts from Vaughn Donuts. So I asked Ken if he could pick them up because it was on his way from Scarborough, the east end of Toronto, down to downtown Toronto. And I placed the order, and Ken picked them up for me. And I know my coworkers would have preferred some cash, but $1,000 compared to donuts, but they were gourmet donuts, as Ken said. So that's what I gave as my reward to my coworkers for helping me win the $1,000.
Yeah.
And thanks to Ken for picking them up for me.
Absolutely. And, this is one of those places that offers some specialty donuts, VonDonuts.com. It's VON Donuts.com.
Yeah.
But they have, like a blueberry lime. They have a Malibu passion punch, Homer Simpson's donut, all these different different kinds.
Nice.
Even have a really good PB&J. The reason why I'm even bringing this up is because I have a son, and we last year went to basically a donut making workshop at Vaughn Donuts, and it was just me, him, and the owner, which was pretty cool. And that came through the MasterCard. What are those called? MasterCard experiences, Jeff?
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember that. Oh, no, was it American Express? I think it was American Express.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, yeah. American Express is experiences.
American Express experiences, and it's pretty cool. And I remember we showed up. We didn't know exactly what to expect.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a description, but the owner there, his name is Les. And what was nice about this is that you could tell that he loved the workshop experience. He just kept talking about it. He says, I love working with the clients. And actually, he calls clients with the customers. It's great to have you guys. Sometimes there's more people. And it's but it was a lot of fun. And we did everything from rolling the dough to frying the dough to our favorite part, which was decorating the donuts. And it all has been recorded or captured on video. And it's going to be, that link is on my Facebook, and it is going to be available in the show notes.
Awesome.
Yeah. And well, basically what happens is we come in and we fry some donuts. And like the real part is kind of like the decorating of the donuts, and how it works is it's $20 each. So that was a $40 experience for me and my son. He was 11 at the time. So
wow, time flies, man.
Yeah, time does fly. And so he was 11 at the time, and basically we each were able to make 3 donuts. So for $20, you get 3 donuts. And I want to tell you that a typical donut at Vaughn's is going to be around $4 to $6.
Yeah, but they are good though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They are good. And we had free reign. We could make any donut that we wanted. And so I started off, and what did I want to make first? I remember, I made a lemon meringue donut. which was the first one.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. Now I remember. Do you remember tasting that donut, Jeff? Because we actually, I mean, we didn't eat it right. We didn't eat all of it. I mean, we did leave some, and I remember Diana wanted to try it, and I remember she tried it. Do you remember tasting it all?
I don't remember tasting it at all, though. I apologize.
That's okay.
But I'm pretty sure if it was fresh and the owner was there, I'm pretty sure it must taste great.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, the whole process, there's two types of donuts there. There's ones with the holes in it, and there's ones, I don't even know how to describe them. They're just like kind of like a
filled donut. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a filled donut. And so the lemon meringue, that's a filled type. And basically, when I made that, Les instructed us. We were behind the counter, in the kitchen. It was so much fun, actually. And, if I wanted to overstuff that donut, I could have, with that lemon filling and then the torched meringue on top and a bunch of powdered sugar. My son, like most kids, loves chocolate. So he wanted to make the Nutella donut. And I'm describing all of these because you're going to see pictures of these in the show notes. I was going to say it's part of our Instagram feed. Actually, maybe we could put those on. Can we put those pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Put that on to the Instagram feed. So the Nutella, and then, and that's made with obviously like a special Nutella frosting, hazelnuts, and then a chocolate drizzle. Also had the Homer Simpson donut, pink frosting with the rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah, classic Homer Simpson.
Absolutely. And what's cool about that is that you get to see, like, I could tell, like this workshop experience, if you have kids, it's a fun thing to go do. And so you can't go there by going to like the Von Donuts website. It's actually through the American Express kind of rewards. So you have to be a special member, Jeff? Like, how does that work?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I think so. I believe you got this information from Diana and myself because we're both American Express card holders. And if I'm right, it can't be just an ordinary one. I think you have to be like a gold member. So they will give you out these little examples. For example, Diana and myself, we had brunch with a couple of Canadian chefs at a food event, and then we met Mark McEwen and Tyler Florence 2 years ago. So yeah, it was a good experience.
And so, but they have more than food stuff, right?
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they have travel. They have other stuff to do.
Absolutely. And so, it really is a fun experience. The kids, they get to put the icing on themselves. And I'll tell you, it's almost like it doesn't matter how old the kid is or how clumsy the kid is. Like when you see the donut, you're surprised that they're made by a child. Like, what do you think, Jeff? They look good, don't they?
They look, that's awesome. I'm watching the video now. Quick question. So the video I just watched now is Mason had the dough rolled about 3/4 of an inch thick, and then they had the special donut cutter.
Okay.
So what did you guys do with the hole?
Oh, let's just look at. I think he rolled into the.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think they have donut holes at Vaughn's. I don't know if they do. Maybe they do.
Okay. I was curious. Maybe he allowed you to fry it up and eat that as well. But I was like, okay, that's cool though.
Oh yeah. So rolled it out, cut it, fried it up. And it was a great experience. And so with the Homer Simpson, we got one called the Margarita, which actually had alcohol in it, believe it or not.
Oh wow.
Obviously, I think there's 2 donuts that Vaughn offers that actually have alcohol, and one's the Margarita, and then peanut butter and jelly, and then a triple chocolate. And just the process. I know I keep saying it's difficult to say to really reiterate this on the podcast, but it was just so much fun to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a great bonding experience. If you have a bunch of kids, mind you, it's $20 each, and you're each going to get 3 donuts, and they do workshops for up to 6 people.
That's right.
And I'd say the experience for us, and we didn't get rushed because there's only the 2 of us, but I think the whole total experience is like 2 hours maximum. I think we were only there an hour and a half, but if there were 6 people, you'd have to rush through to get,
for sure,
to be done in 2 hours.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm watching the video of how Mason is dipping the donuts in the chocolate and then shaking it off properly. And then he's reglazing it with the white chocolate you know. And there's not a video of the peanut butter and jelly one, but was that yours or his? Hold on, let me check the notes. Peanut butter. Oh, it was made by you. Okay.
Yeah.
I was impressed the piping of the jelly on top. And I said, okay.
Yeah. Actually, the piping, if you look at the picture, the piping doesn't look that good. You know, Mason's work on the triple chocolate looks better because it's just like a drizzle. It looks more random. But
For chocolate, that looks better, yeah.
Absolutely. But, you know, we had 6 gorgeous donuts, and they tasted spectacular.
Nice.
And so it's something that I suggest. I don't know if they still do it because of the pandemic, but if they ever bring it back, it is definitely a spectacular experience.
Yeah. Actually, probably not, because that means people have to go in the kitchen, and then we really have to sanitize the whole area first. Like there's one thing for the staff to be in the kitchen, but then to bring the public back in there. So they may be holding off on that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not something you're going to find on on their website that is announced. It's something that, you guys just kind of suggested to me, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I'm going to take advantage of it. And, that was that actually, kind of, I think you just have to know about it, because you think if it was like an Amex thing or, some sort of membership, he was going to ask you like a member number. I just called him. I said, hey, I want to do that experience. He's like, okay, what time do you want to come? And I said, okay. And how many have you? I said, cool. I mean, I didn't even have to pay. I paid after it was all done. Like it was just like,
okay.
It was almost like if I didn't show up, they'd be fine. Like it's not like they're expecting. So I don't know.
Nice.
But Les, he was so much fun. It was so good. And there's a picture of Les too.
Yeah,
my son and
there
me,
is
with the donuts. So it's great. And actually, as we were leaving, I was paying, and I said, "Can you throw in a creme brulee?" And to the order, because I want to pay for that as well. And Les just threw that in. So
nice.
Not in the box that you can see, but I also got a creme brulee donut. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Ken said, Von Donuts. They were actually on an episode of You Gotta Eat Here, and they were also part of the Donut Showdown, both on Food Network Canada. I'm pretty sure if you go on Food Network Canada and on past videos, you'll be able to see them, both those episodes.
Oh, fun! I'd like to
on what they did.
I wonder if it's less on there. That'd be cool if it was. I hope it is. So it was a great experience, and then we had donuts. We had another place, right, Jeff?
This is a place called Dipped Donuts, and they're in the Kingston Market area of Toronto. So basically more sort of a bit west of downtown Toronto. Kingston Market is a very, very eclectic place for food, for clothing, for almost anything. Coffees, like drinks. It's very eclectic. There's different nationalities represented by each of the little different stalls and booths. And it's just an adventure just to walk down and see the different streets and the people, of course, that are around there.
And I got to say, Kensington is a type of neighborhood that's very, very pedestrian friendly. You can you can walk in the middle of many of the streets there without any fear of any traffic or anything like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And unless you're used to driving in Kingston Market, don't, because a lot of one-way streets. And then once you're on one, you're trapped until you have to go to another main street to get turned around. So like Ken says, if you're going there, park somewhere close or just hit the TCC there. And that way you're free to roam where you please. And just, like I said, pick out a stall or a booth and just try some different things from each market that were there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a good point. I would never drive into Kensington Market on purpose. Like I wouldn't. No. It's just not, I don't like driving downtown at all. Tell you
that's right. Yeah.
But a lot of one-way streets. It's just kind of like a maze in there. You're better off just parking just outside of Kensington and walking around there.
But we were there specifically for the donuts. So this is Dip Donuts. They were started in 2015, and all the dough and the glazes are handcrafted using fresh and local ingredients. And the one thing that when we had the donuts on the weekend, we said that actual donut itself was very, very good.
Yes. The actual, now, do they just have the one style of donut?
It looks that way. But they also have donut holes or what they call donut bombs.
Those are the bombs, right? So
Yeah.
they have the one style of donut. Like if you went to like one of Jeff's favorite places, like the San Remo, they're going to have like different types of like, whether it's the raised or the cake type or even the gel, the filled type. But this is just, the basic hole in the middle donut. And they do a good job at making that. Like, and I remember commenting saying, if this donut was plain, it would be like, it would still be spectacular. It's a really good donut. And I actually pictured having that either with either chicken and waffle style, or even having a plain donut of theirs with eggs in the morning. That would be unbelievable.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, just so good. And so what makes, they're really good at making the base, the foundation, and then they do the great flavors and dipping. And I'm on their dipdonuts.ca.
Yes.
They have, I don't know, maybe a dozen different, or maybe eight to 10, maybe different.
8 to 10, but there's some donuts that aren't listed here. So I guess they do have some daily or seasonal donuts as well.
Makes sense.
But the ones we brought to the house were the maple bourbon bacon donut, the hazelnut crunch donut, the caramel crumble, the carrot cake. That was 4, right? Yeah, we each have up to 4.
How did we split that between 5 people? Well, how did that work?
I split the donuts in fifths very carefully.
Oh, I didn't really realize. I thought I had a quarter every time. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's cool. Oh, good. So let's just start off with the maple bourbon bacon.
Yes.
I actually tasted the salt on that one, which I like.
And if you're on the website, they actually said that the bacon is from a butcher, basically kitty corner from their stall in Kensington Market, Sanigan's Meat Locker. So like local ingredients. And Woodford Reserve is also an Ontario distillery for their bourbon.
Nice. So this is the ultimate in local. It's just local everything. So that's pretty nice. Great donut. That one was probably my second favorite of the day.
Okay.
The next one down was the hazelnut crunch. So basically, it's not officially Nutella, but
no,
it's chocolate
that's right.
Nutella. That one, I wasn't. I mean, it was a good donut, of course. I finished my piece, but I wasn't over the top excited about it. I probably wouldn't order it again or anything like that.
Yeah, like for me, I'm not a big fan of hazelnuts anyway. So I was like, okay, this is good. But what impressed me about this donut, it was a ring donut, so a hole in the middle. But they actually had filling around the ring. I've never seen that before. Like when you think of a filled donut, you think like a whole donut filled in the middle. But this donut had the hole in the middle, and the filling was in the actual circle itself. Yeah.
I forgot about that. They get kudos for that. They get some great bonus points for that. I wonder if some of their other donuts are filled that way. Yeah.
Well, actually, the next one down is almond plum frangipane.
Oh, yeah.
So filled almond pastry. So I guess they do. We just didn't have that donut.
Very nice. Then we had the carrot cake. The carrot cake, that was my favorite of the day, but that was the one I was least looking forward to. I was like, that's carrot cake. I was like, it's not going to be that good. But I really enjoyed that. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with that one.
I just noticed here, it's in the ingredients on the menu, it says candied ginger. Did you taste any ginger?
Didn't even know it had candied ginger.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Either they forgot to put it or there's not a lot in it, but still my favorite of the day. So better than the maple bourbon bacon, like that. What was the last donut?
The caramel crumble.
Oh, that was actually above that. Okay. Rich caramel glaze topped with house-made brown sugar and almond crumble. In all honesty, I don't remember it. I know I had 4 different donuts, but I had no idea. I can't remember.
All right.
What did you think of that one? I
love caramel, but to be honest, you're right. I think out of the 4 of them, that was my least favorite, only because of taste. Or actually, that and the hazelnut were tied.
Yeah, I put hazelnut in the bottom, caramel on top of that, then the bacon, then the carrot. What did you think of the carrot? Because we kind of, I told you what I thought, but what did you think of the carrot cake?
I'm a big carrot cake fan as well. I liked it. I think for me, the bourbon bacon one was my favorite, and then carrot cake.
Gotcha.
But like I said, there was a donut there that almost tempted us, but we didn't get it. If you look on the page down at the bombs, it's called the Beet Spiced Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
And basically a small bomb filled with beet spiced pastry cream. and a toasted meringue. I remember seeing this. At first, I thought it was lemon meringue donut, but then it said beet spiced bomb. And I was like, oh.
I've actually had a beet latte before.
Oh.
So I'm familiar with beet kind of flavors. Yeah, that's interesting to try. That's $4.25 for a bomb. Like, how big is this bomb?
Well, if I remember correctly, just maybe the size of. So if you see our donuts, maybe half the size of one of their donuts.
All right, so it's bigger than a Timbit.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I thought it was like a Timbit. And then I see two bombs on the menu. There's the beet spice bomb and then the peanut butter blackcurrant jelly fill. Oh, it's like a PB&J but filled.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Very cool. You know what? The beet spice bomb I'd like to try just because I'm curious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then they have just regular little donut holes for $4 for half a dozen. You see that above there?
Yep. Cinnamon sugar and chai masala.
Very nice.
So yeah, sounds good.
Very
and then they have other flavors they have is cookies and cream, almond plum frangipane, and chocolate mud.
What's frangipane? What is that?
Frangipane is almond pastry. Is almond like marzipan.
Okay, I know marzipan. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the chocolate mud, 70% dark chocolate ganache glaze topped with a house-made chocolate cookie crumble.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, I like the place. I like the place mostly because the actual foundation is superb. The actual donuts are spectacular.
Oh, yeah. So I apologize. Frangipane is actually a sweet almond flavored custard.
Oh, it's a custard.
So, yeah, my apologies.
Marzipan, like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we give a rating to these donuts? Let's start with the maple bacon. You like that one best. I like that one second best. What would you rate that?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it 8.5. I give it 8.
Okay. Nice.
And then the caramel crumble.
Caramel crumble. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 7 out of 10. Yeah. For me, I wanted more caramel.
It would be better if it had more caramel. Yeah. I'd say 7. The hazelnut, we both didn't like that.
7 out of 10 as well. Just a
7. I put lower. You know?
Yeah. I think 7 only because of the cream filled ring. For me, it's like, oh wow, that's really unusual.
Yeah. And of course, just the actual, I keep saying it, but the actual foundation of the donut's so good. And then the carrot cake, I liked it the most, but it doesn't deserve a 9 or anything. I'd say 5,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because of the candy ginger, I think because it was missing or either not too that much. I wish it had more because with carrot cake, you want a little bit of a ginger taste of that. So I didn't really get that much.
Would we order this again?
Like those flavors exactly, or just from
Dipped.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dip was great. And I think as well, next time I go or we go, that beet donut or bomb does sound very intriguing. And of course, we'll have to make some sort of Dwight Schrute joke out of it. It
was great. We had a chance to talk about different types of donuts we've had. We had the Vaughn donuts, and we also had Dip donuts, both great places to go, and definitely food worth mentioning. And we look forward to next time where we talk about more food worth mentioning. Right, Jeff?
That is right. Until next time, remember this quote from Julia Child: "People who love to eat are always the best people."
And that includes my brother, Chef Jeff Santos, and I'm his brother, Kenny Santos, and you as well if you love to eat food worth mentioning. Thanks a lot, everybody.
All right, take care.
You've been listening to Santos Brothers Eat.
Food worth mentioning.